Salutations, Dufos. This is your fearless leader, the Queen of Shade, coming at you with another presentation. I am truly enjoying connecting with my people and with people that I admire and that I follow and that follow me. And without further ado, I have another one for you. I would like to introduce to all of you from his car, because he had some last minute things that had to happen, Mr. Chino Blac. Say hi.
What it do? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Okay, so tell me what the hell is going on. Why are you in the car?
Yo, because I'm making some last minute runs. I gotta go to Chicago. Like this shit just happened maybe like an hour ago.
Oh my
So yeah,
goodness. Is it for business or is it for pleasure?
it's for business.
Oh my God. You travel a lot, don't you?
I do. Sometimes I've been stagnant for like the last couple of months. I've been chilling, but when I get busy, I get busy.
See, I hate that. See, I didn't have this bright idea to do interviews until maybe a week ago. So I could have had you, you know.
Shame on you. Shame on you. I got this big luxurious window in my living room. I could have did this interview by.
That's
So
okay. It's okay. Listen, we are just glad to see you. We are glad that you are good. So I've noticed through your social media that you are dancing now. Have you always danced, Go-Go?
I've always been dancing. I just like I post it, take it down, and people be hating. Some people be reporting my shit, but yeah, I've always done it. I'm a dancer. Like I'm a dancer. So go-go just was right up my alley.
Wow. No. So when you say you're a dancer, did you go to school for it?
So no, I did not go to school for it, but I trained.
Okay.
Um, and I'm more so of a fusion of hip hop and contemporary.
Okay.
So yeah, I can do a little something.
Yeah. Well, let me put a pin in that real quick. Fuck the haters. We love you. We love
I
you.
love y'all too.
Yeah, there are so many people that love you. Do you know that? Do you realize that?
I so I I be getting the love, and I be receiving it. I don't even pay attention to the negative shit anymore from the
Right.
place I'm at in my life. But I'm starting to notice, like I'm just a good old boy from Memphis, Tennessee. So some of this shit is just be shocking to me sometimes when I go places and people recognize me and know me.
Well,
So
you're famous, sweetheart. You're famous. You are like you are. Okay. Let me add some context to this. Do you want to tell them what your occupation is?
I'm sure I'm a adult entertainer.
Yes, and we love it. So this is why no, I wanted them to know because this is why we love you. You are an adult entertainer, and let me tell you something about what I noticed because I got to shoot from the heart here. So I've been celibate for 9 years. I would not have gotten through my 9 years if it wasn't for pornography. But listen to this. Pornography for a very long time, adult film, if you want to call it, for a very long time, had the same look, if you understand what I'm saying. All the
Yeah.
boys were skinny, all the boys, like, it had the same look. Everybody looked
Yeah.
virtually the exact same. And we know that that is also the industry. That's all of entertainment, because even when people say adult entertainment, I'm laughing because we're all entertainers. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's adult entertainment. It don't matter if it's singing, dancing. We all in the same business. We know all the same people. The celebrities know us. Like, it's just, that's what happens. So fast forward to your first scene with Mustang. Child, in a sea of everybody looking the same, this big ass muscle man jumped on the screen. This big ass muscle man jumped on the screen and was going at it. I was like, oh my God. Like it was such a breath of fresh air because we were finally seeing that, yeah, it just wasn't about twinks. It wasn't always all about twinks. We got to see some muscle men do it and go at it. Yeah, people are calling you like, where the hell are you? But we got to see robust and virile Black men. And honestly, I don't know if you know this, but you, along with Mustang, y'all revolutionized the whole adult entertainment industry because we had never had.
See,
Go
and
ahead.
you want to know something? And it took me a long time to get to that point of acceptance, because I was torn apart about my body when I first came in the industry. Like, half the people liked it, and then half the people were calling me fat,
What?
saying I was out of shape. Yeah, like
Okay. Well,
I remember this one conversation I had with this guy. I was trying to get him to be my manager.
mm-hmm.
And he told me it was like, there's just no body type. Like, nobody's into your body type. You're dark skinned, you're thicker. Like, it's not gonna make a way in the industry. And I was like, wait, like, wow, they hurt my feelings.
You know what's so crazy? I am a victim of this too. Back in Paris, back in New York, they always tell us that we're not enough because they don't see it for us. They want the traditional, they want the regular. And then it always happens that we turn around and say, okay, all right, you don't want this, that's fine. And then we blow up, and then we blow up, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh. And it's like, no.
We love you, we love you, we love
you. It's so
you didn't love me at the start.
Right. You didn't love it. There it is. I'm messing with my hair. Yes, like that. And that is so crazy that you were told that, because honestly, I watch a lot of people and I've been interviewing a lot of people. But honey, like I said before we hit this camera start, I was waiting for this one. I was like, this one, this boy, this man, I'm waiting for this one. So I can't believe, see, I don't even want to talk about that. See, that's crazy. I can't believe that they would say that about you. So, okay, so fast forward to the scene with Mustang. How did that come about?
So I don't know if people remember, but there was a particular scene that I had did. It was a guy I was messing with, and we were in the park. And he was just like, "Hey, do you want to film?" And I was like, "Okay, well, shit, I'm down with it. You know, I'm adventurous. I'm a freaky person." So, we did this scene on a picnic table. It went viral, and the next thing I know, Black Rain hit me up and was like, "Hey, we're looking for new talent." And I was like, "Sure, I'm down with it." Wow. And then they paired me with Mustang. The rest is history.
That truly, I think it was called something like Clash of the Titans. Wasn't it called something like Clash of the Titans or something?
Yeah, I think it was. Like, damn, you did your homework. Okay.
But no, babe, let me tell you something. I didn't have to do homework for this. I saw it when it came out. It was etched in my brain. It is still a video that I go to for fantasy. It is still iconic. I didn't have to do the homework. I remember. It changed my life, okay? It changed my life. Like, I remember, like, yes, because, and perfect name, it was just so revolutionary because we hadn't seen that in porn. And then after that, you started popping up with other things. Now, have you worked with other studios other than Blac Rain?
I've worked with Entertainment West, and that's been it. I've had opportunities to cross over, but I love my people. I want to keep it Black to the core. I don't want to.
Yes, Chino, say it, Chino, say it.
So, yeah, I don't want to be one of the, I get the money is in the mainstream industry, but I started off urban. I'm gonna keep it urban, and I love my Black. So yeah.
You know what? You're the first one I've heard say that, and I commend you, because you and I have something in common, and it is the reason why I know what you just said is you, because I did the same thing. I said, you know what? I'm gonna stay true to me. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to wear suits. I'm going to wear my wigs. I'm going to wear my makeup. I'm going to be a transvestite, and fuck y'all. Yes. But we have something in common that kind of helps with that drive to say, you know what, I'll do this shit myself. When's your birthday?
I'm a Libra.
I know. When's your birthday?
September 24th.
Guess what?
What?
I'm September 29th.
Come on, Libra.
So clearly, Libra gang, we do not play with people telling us what we can't do. Oh my God.
Not at all.
No, not at all. And you know, that scene sparked so many others. There's so many others that you have done. I love the one with Devin Trez and Cutler X. That one, I said, baby, my hat was off to you for that one, because that man, no. Talk about that. How was it to work with him?
So let me tell you something. I mistakenly got drunk because I was so nervous. And you know how sometimes you're nervous, I'm just throwing them back.
Yes.
So it was, he's a good guy. I like him. And it was actually a pretty easy thing to get through. Like, because he made me feel comfortable. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Wow.
The experience though. I met his boyfriend.
Yes.
And like it was copacetic. My boyfriend was there. We all was on the patio just drinking. It was in I want to say, was it during COVID? Yeah, it was during COVID.
Yeah, it was during COVID. Came out of it.
Yeah, COVID, and I was traveling like a fool during COVID. This don't make no sense. I was working. I couldn't let COVID stop me.
Listen, I couldn't let COVID stop me. I had to come. One of my companies went bankrupt. I was like, oh my God, but I didn't stop. Listen, people don't understand. So now today, before I say that, so now today you are basically your own boss. Don't you have OnlyFans?
I do.
Yeah. So you basically like, yeah, I was going to say, so do you work more on your own now than you do with the studios?
So I worked with a studio maybe a couple months ago. Shout out to Blac. But beyond that, no, I work for myself. I'm my own boss. This is the first time in my life I've been my own boss. And I was so scared. But COVID is what actually made me become my own boss, because I got laid off from work. I've been in aviation for 5 years, and I know at the beginning of COVID, they laid off a lot of people. So me being the Libra that I am, I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I had something to fall back on. I made it work, and then I made more money than I've ever made working any job in the last year and a half.
Wow. And see, that's what people don't understand. There are so many people, Chino, that are afraid to take that leap of faith, no matter what it is in any industry. And when I say it like that, I don't mean our industry. I mean schooling. I mean, restaurateurs, any industry. But I do not believe that we're all put here just to solely push somebody else's dream and agenda. I believe at some point we have to say, okay, it was great working for you. Even if I have to continue working for you, please know that I'm cutting my hours back, because now I have to focus on my own career. And not too many people, it's a lot of people that will judge you and I for what we're doing. But they have a safety net. They go to a job every single week, and they sit at that cubicle, and they collect that check on every other week, and they're safe. They got their safe, cushy 401k. They got their safe, cushy medical benefits. And it's like, people like you and I, we're really out here hustling. If we have to go to the doctors, that's coming out of pocket, because we still buy insurance, but that's still coming out of pocket. Then there's the whole matter of where we're going to live, what we're going to drive. Are we going to put gas in what we drive? All of these things. Then let's not forget, being Libras, then we got a lot of people that we know that may turn around and say, oh, I need help. So then you got to turn around and mama call you, brother call you, sister call you, and now you gotta, help them because they see you as being in a better way. And with that, I'm going to segue. Are you an only child?
No, I have, I'm the oldest out of 5 siblings.
Wow. I'm the oldest out of 4. So there's a lot of responsibility riding on your shoulders.
Yeah. And it's like so to go off of what you just said, I used to have that fear. Like, I used to be terrified because I was used to going to a 9 to 5. I was used to that structure. And I say to anybody who has a dream, like, yo, jobs will really hold you back.
Yep.
Like, I didn't realize how much a job held me back until I didn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's just so much life out here, and it's just we weren't meant to live, like you said, and to work for other people and to work for their dream. Like, I feel like everybody should be living their own dream.
Yeah. And
And
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
no, you good, go.
And I was going to say is what I was going to piggyback right there off of what you said, and just give them just confirm the fear that they're afraid of. It's hard. It's hard. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But I have a friend who I'm going to be interviewing later, and he always says, pick your hard. Having a 9-to-5 is hard. Being an entrepreneur is hard. Not working out is hard. Working out is hard. So he always says, pick your hard. My God. So wait, all the family, are they all in Memphis, or where are you now? Because I don't think you're in Memphis anymore. You're in Atlanta, aren't you?
I'm in Atlanta now.
Yeah, you're in Atlanta. How long have you lived in Atlanta?
4 months now.
Oh, so this is new. Do you like it?
I love it here.
You do.
I fucking love it here. It's like I've always wanted to move here since I was like 18, and I came down here. If you remember the gay scene back then, it was a lot more going on then. I was just like, this is a city I can come be myself and not be judged and just be free.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to get down here ever since I was 18. And last year, after the COVID thing, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and move. Fuck it. I dropped everything, picked up, found me a place, got me a new car, and moved.
But you know what's so funny? I'm going to shed some light on something real quick. That person, that manager told you, oh, your body type is this, your body type is that. And I don't want to represent you because of that. And it's so crazy because your body type is the type that is accepted in the Black community. Get this, Atlanta I love Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta. They're one of my demographics of people that support me the most, but they still don't get this. And you know what's so sad? I still go over more with Caucasian pulses than I do with my own. And I just have to take that on the chin because it is what it is. So when I went to Atlanta, it was just like I was very scared. I had to go there. I had to go there in 2018 to record my album. And I was there maybe a month and a half. And I was really scared to go out because Black people in my life never treated me good because of my effeminacy and my desire to be myself. Like, it was always very violent. And I was really scared of Atlanta. Thank God that on that trip, it showed me and changed my view of Atlanta. I'm not scared of Atlanta anymore. Atlanta's a great place. I met great people there. But it's so crazy because, they're calling it the Black Hollywood now. Would you agree that it's that?
I do.
Yeah.
I like to see so many Black people prospering down here. It's a beautiful place, especially for a Black man or a Black woman.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it is. One thing, but it was crazy. One thing I did notice though, going into them Walmarts, them men was cruising. I'm like, baby, I'm up in Walmart. I'm here to record an album. I am not here to be your, no.
You want to know something though? I don't know anything about cruising. I am the most freakiest person ever. Like, I get freaky on camera, but outside of that, I'm a prude. I don't cruise.
Yes.
I don't do nothing. Like, I'm boring.
But you know what? You know what though, Chino, so am I. I give you this glamour and this great well-spoken dialect, but when I take this wig off, I'm hopping back into bed in my house robe that I wear in the house and out the house. Listen, I go to the convenience store in my house robe. I just do. I house robe, my flannels, and my slippers. And people always, and I have some Black women say to me, "You really came out your house like that?" I said, "Baby, if you knew what I did for a living, you wouldn't bother me."
Period.
I'm always in a dress. I'm always in a wig. I'm always beating this face. I like the fact that I can just put on a house robe and go to the store. And I'm gonna do it all winter, Chino. I'm gonna do it all winter. I don't even give a fuck. I'm gonna do it all winter because I work hard. And that's the thing, like being your own boss, you're able to do that. So so speaking about OnlyFans very quickly, do you find it difficult to find people? I already know the answer to this question. Do you find it difficult to find people to shoot with?
No.
And now I'm gonna ask you, why do you think that is?
Because I've established a name in the industry. Like I've put in my work. So like, I mean,
how long you been in?
Everyone knows, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4 or 5 years now.
Okay.
I think I did my first Mustang came out in 2017, right? Was it 2017?
Around there. 2016, 2017. Yeah.
So yeah, since 2017.
Wow.
Time is flying, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You just made me realize how long I was in the industry, actually. But
we love you. Please don't leave it. We love it. Please don't be like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Just please don't grow a conscience. Please don't grow a conscience.
I have my moments. Like I'm just coming out of hiatus right now because I haven't done anything in a couple months. I was going through a breakup, which kind of like, yeah, it kind of had me down, but I got my power back. So
I saw when you announced that
I'm here.
Single. I saw that when you announced when you were single, and I had already determined in this interview not to ask you about it because I saw, like, I follow you. Yeah. So, but my thing is, I follow you, and like me being a Libra, I have never had a boyfriend. I've had regulars. I'm 39 years old, Chino. I have never had a real boyfriend. But no one that committed to me. What you say? Say it again.
That's our sign, companionship. Like that's all a Libra is about, is love.
Yeah. But you know what it was too? I was a hoe too. So that's why. I was a hoe. I tell everybody, in the summer of 2008, I slept with 85 men.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I was gonna say, I was looking at you, I was about to burn your eyes if you was gonna say something like, oh, honey. No, Deep Dick was like, oh, honey. Deep Dick was like, oh,
I would never do it. So let me tell you something. That's the problem where, like, be you, do you, live to your fullest. I have no judgments. I would just want everybody to do whatever makes them happy. Yeah. Like, if fucking 100 men makes you happy, then bitch, get out there and fuck 100 men, because you have to deal with you, and you got to look in the mirror at the end of the day. I don't have no judgments for nobody.
I love how you rounded my 85 to 100.
Well, I wasn't talking about
you gave me all them extra bodies. No, but you know what? Say it. No, say it. Go ahead. Say what you say.
No, I would say it was not even about you. I was just saying, like just period. I just want everybody to be themselves and stop trying to live into this box, live up and stay in this box about being conservative. And like, if you're a freak, be a freak. If you are conservative, don't judge people who are freaks. Just everybody your truth, live and let live. That's the whole point. Basically.
You know what it was? And someone said it in an interview yesterday. My buddy Jeremy Clear, he said it. Like, all of in the beginning of my, and this is so crazy, in the beginning of my gay career. So let's say that after being thrown out and being homeless and all of that rejection, I get on my feet around 2006, 2007. Then by 2008, I've got the body that I always wanted, very fit, very robust. And my thing is, early in my career as a gay man, I bottomed because everyone was saying to me, you're feminine, you're feminine, you're feminine. You should be submissive. You should be this, you should be that. But I had a girlfriend of mine who was a dominatrix, and she would always tell me, baby, there is not a submissive bone in your body. So what happened was I realized I never liked bottoming. I never did. It just wasn't my thing. I felt like people were taking my power. I felt like they was digging deep down in my soul and trying to steal all my diamonds and my jewels. And I just didn't like it. So what happened was I'm a blouse. I determined that, I figured that out, that I'm a blouse, which is a feminine top. And during that time, during that time, I found men whom were willing to allow me to do that. And when I found men that were willing to allow me to do that, I think somebody's calling him. When I found, I'm going to keep talking. When I found people that allowed me to do that, I went crazy.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, no problem. No, I was saying, I kept talking for the audience, but what I was saying was, when I found out that I was a blouse and that I wanted to be a blouse, I found a man who was willing to let me do that. And then once I did that, and you know how the gay community is, word gets out. It started to spread. And then I found more and more men that were willing to let me be myself. They didn't try to say, oh, well, you too feminine for this. You sure you need to be doing the other position. So it just went to my head, but in a good way. I was like, this is who I am. This is who I always wanted to be. So that whole summer, I was like, yes, like I was like, I'm not bottoming for nobody. Like, so I was going to ask you, because I see in your like in your recent films and things, you're versatile. You don't just do bottoming. Which position are you? Just fully versatile, or do you prefer a position?
I've always been fully versatile.
Mm.
It's off camera. I do way more. I barely bottom off camera.
Right.
People find it to be so funny, but like it's the God honest truth. Like I barely bottom off camera. On camera, it's what makes me my money.
Right.
Like people can be like, yo, yeah, Chino top end, that's cute, but it's once Chino bend over, this when the money start rolling in.
Right. And you know what, people don't understand that. See, they cast you to do something. People do not understand. And I've been doing this with all of my guys. I want people to understand that you are in the business. This is a business. This is an industry. And they take a look at you and they say, well, we'll make more money if you do this. And what people are not understanding is that even with Chino Blac, that's a character. People see you and we're calling you by that brand name, but that's a character. This is a character. I don't look like this when I go get on my house robe. I got my backwards cap on, I don't, and that's what people need. I love doing these because people need to understand that what we do is acting. We provide the fantasy of it. It doesn't matter what it is. And people don't seem to see that. So then people are shocked. I knew you were going to say that today. I knew you were going to tell us that in your personal life, you don't bottom that much. I knew that was going to come out of your mouth because that's the character. And we can all see it. We see that it makes you more money. We as the fantasy watchers, the ones that are watching, we go crazy about it. But yeah, I could see you not doing that in your personal life. I could definitely see you not doing that much in your personal life.
Well, see, because I'm picky. I'm very picky. Like when it comes to man hopping my back, like I'm very, very picky. It's because everybody want to do it, so it's already a turn off because dudes come at me like I'm a bitch, which I get whatever, but it make me not want to do it more.
Right.
So it's just
right.
Because it's what everybody expects me to do.
It's because you've been branded that way. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. For a Libra, that is the most frustrating thing ever. Don't put us in a box. So I know your frustration's there. If you think that I'm going to do something.
I
understand. Say it again, Chino. I was talking.
I know. I was saying I understand the box, even though I had to come to a point where I know who I am, and if I didn't know who I was, then it would probably bother me. But because I know who I am, it doesn't bother me anymore because it's a box I put myself in, and I don't mind the box, but because the box keeps me living good. So
yeah, but you know what? What I love is the box is for work. We all get, like, listen, if we were going to a Fortune 500 company, we would have to get dressed, tie, suit. Like, we do what we have to do to fit that mold. But at 5 o'clock,
Right.
you're loosening your tie and you're going to happy hour. You know, like, it's the
Right.
same thing. And people don't try to give artists that same leeway. They expect us to be on all the time, and that is not the case. And you are like the 100th person that has said, listen, I'm not that way in real life. I'm not that way in real life. It's why I started my interviews with the adult film community, because I wanted people to understand what we sell you, what you guys sell us is a fantasy. It's a fantasy. And we need to pay attention to the humanity that each one of you have. Coming at you all kinds of crazy. Have you ever got into an altercation because you were just fed up with somebody trying to come onto you a certain way and wasn't really catching the hints that you were not going to go with that?
You want to know something? No, I haven't really.
Mm-hmm.
I have, because when people meet me in person, I intimidate a lot of people.
Yep.
So, I like, yeah, I haven't come across that. Really.
Good. That's because you big. You big. Yeah, nobody gonna fight. And
Well, then,
don't choke, don't die. Don't die on my, don't you die on me.
and then if I don't smile, I have this mean looking face. So I walk around with a permanent mug, but it's not on purpose.
Right.
I just have a mean face. So yeah, but I do have niggas that try me like that. But once I'm a cool dude. I'm very, very cool. So even if you disrespect me, I'm gonna get you together and let you know my boundaries. But I'm gonna do it in such a way where it don't seem like it's confrontational. You know, so
yeah,
this is who I am. I don't put myself in places where I have to fight people because I don't even want to go there with people.
Right.
So if you cross me, I'm gonna tell you one time. And normally they take that one time. I haven't had a person that go for the two.
Yeah, that's right. Well, but you know why? Because like I said, once again, you're not a twink. You're not that twink. You're not that, listen, they don't want to do that. And I love that, because you can kind of be your own protection detail. Like, you have more freedom. You're able to be robust and kind of walk around and go places, because my little skinny ass, I can't go nowhere without a protection detail. Someone always accompanies me everywhere I go, because people, they do want to try.
I don't like that.
Yeah. People,
I don't like that. I don't understand that.
Yeah, they always try. They always want to try me. They always want to come at me. So I always have to go somewhere with protection. So it's just what it is. But my thing is, that is the beauty of being Chino Blac, is that, like I said, you revolutionized the porn industry, because now here we were seeing a masculine man doing what he was doing, bottoming and enjoying it and giving us a show, because it doesn't happen that often. I would oh my God, I would imagine you have Twitter, right?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to ask you about all that later, but how many Twitter followers do you have?
I think I'm at 1,706. 176,000, I think.
Yeah. That's what I think it was up.
Point something. I don't know. It's something like that.
Yeah. No, because the world embraces you. And this is the difference between us. That's when I was talking earlier and I was saying, you were like, I don't understand that. It's like the Black community still sees you as a man. They do not see me as a man. Though I tell them I'm a shaman. And
I got something on there. And that's because we were all, homophobia and the Black community are like this.
Yeah.
And so we see anything as, and I had to even get myself out of that, but femininity is always looked at as a bad thing.
Yeah, negative.
It's the misogyny in everything is just embedded in us. Yeah. And I think Black men have been so dehumanized. It's like they're trying to hold on to something, and their masculinity thing is the thing the hill they chose to stand on. So we have all these standards on what it means to be a man, or be a productive man, or a good man, and they don't leave any room for femininity. And hanging around trans women and
Mhm.
feminine men, and
Mhm.
it has opened my eyes to the struggles that they go through.
Yeah.
Um, and I just hate it. I feel like we're at a point where we should just do better. Like I feel like everybody should embrace the masculine and feminine because we all have it. You cannot be alive and be human and not have masculine and feminine in you. So I feel like all of it should be embraced, and we should stop this like payout. Oh, I can get the word out. Um, Stop this bullshit that's going on with the dehumanizing feminine men and making them feel less or feeling like they're easy targets. I hate that.
You know what's
I
so
really
you
hate
know what's
that.
so crazy? You know what's so crazy? I'm just be very honest. You know what's so crazy? I do this and I do this for work. I do love being a transvestite, but even in my life, my personal life, I turned it into a business. I only dress like this for work. It's a way for me to enjoy both sides of myself. But do you know, I get a lot of Black men that will openly talk shit about me and then want me to fuck them behind closed doors. And I don't like that either. That's not appealing to me. That doesn't give me a badge of honor. That doesn't make me feel good. Doesn't make me feel good. They'll talk shit about me. They'll run up on me. They'll even try to fight me, like all kinds of stuff. And then later I'll run into them when they're alone and they're like, oh, why don't you put your wig on? Why don't you put your high heels on? Why don't you come see me? Oh, I can take it. And I'm like, what the hell? Like it's such, and it scares me because it's like, I have a lot of friends that are transgender and they tell me, they're like, be careful those type of men, because as soon as they nut, then they want to fight. And I'm like, oh no. So like I've learned, like I don't take them up on those offers. And I get, I got a lot of masculine men that like men like me. Even in the industry, they like men
I
like me.
know. You don't even have to tell me. I
Yeah,
know.
right. Okay. You like, bitch, I know
I
this
know.
shit. You
I
like, bitch, I
know.
know.
Like you don't have to tell me at all.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy though. So anyway, you already said you were a dancer. What clubs, because you said you've been there 4 months. So how did you get into the go-go scene in Atlanta? Did you know people? Well, of course they knew you. So anyway, just
I'm not in the go-go scene in Atlanta. Atlanta is one
okay.
of the places I don't dance.
Ah,
uh, yeah.
so you dance everywhere
So
else and not in Atlanta?
yeah.
Are you serious? That's news to me, Chino, because all them Black people love you down there and you don't dance in Atlanta? Is that by
Not every,
choice or is that by choice?
it's by choice.
Yeah. Atlanta is home
Yeah.
home for you. You like to come home and don't have to do nothing.
Well, um, it's a different crowd here.
Mm.
It's a different crowd. It's I think it's like this whole everybody feels like they're the main attraction. So it's like I don't know.
Competition.
I don't know how to even describe it. Yeah, it's just like this whole and I just rather not because I'm not here to compete with nobody because I'm me.
Right.
So um like yeah, I don't even know how to correctly describe it. I just keep it cool here in Atlanta. I stay low key. I stay after scene. I may go out a couple times, but beyond that, I'm at home. I'm at the gym. Or I'm after scene.
You know what I love?
I've heard.
I love that you
What's
just
that?
mind, I love that you just mind your business. You just mind your business. That's a Libra.
I do.
You just mind your business.
I do. Like I don't like drama, and
Me either.
I don't like fighting, and I don't like arguing, and I really don't feel like I'm nobody special. I just found something. I found the lane, um, and I make it work for me, and I just want to pay my bills and have some money in my pocket, and like I don't. I'm not trying to be this whole mega superstar. Um, I'm not trying to be more than what I am. Like I just be kicking it, and like
Mm-hmm.
people will hate you for that.
Mm-hmm. You know what's so funny? You just actually said everything I say to my grandmother, the Queen Mother, and in my heart. It's like, listen, I'm just trying to pay my bills. I found something that works. It's my lane. Let me just do what I want to do. And I've had people interfering with my progress for the last 14 years, and it's ugly. It's ugly. And but it caused me to reassess myself. It caused me to look at myself and say, okay, bitch, what these people see? And then I had to get in the mirror. And then once I got in the mirror, I said, oh, okay. Now I expect it. Now I know, like, okay, these people, I know why the envy. I know why the jealousy. But like you said, I shut it out. Like for the last 5.5 years of my life, I've lived in my room chained to my work desk. I don't really go out. I don't really do those things. I'm also I'm an extroverted introvert anyway. So I can give you the show, but I'm really at home with my cat and, my cat and my family. And that's really who I am. But go ahead. What'd you say?
No, I was saying I was agreeing with you.
Right. No, like you're so right. I don't want to fight nobody. You're right. I don't want to battle nobody for what? The right to pay my bills because and it has been quite challenging, but at the end of the day, it has helped me grow more than anything I've ever experienced in my life. It has helped me look at myself and take stock of who I am, but it has also helped me be very grateful. I am grateful to the divine that I have something that distinguishes me, that I have something that, that I can make a living with, that I can take to any continent. Because my thing is, I'm leaving the U.S. anyway. I'm in works right now to go back to Paris. I loved Paris. That's where I want to be. So I got to go at 22. I was a model. I got to go, and then I just fell in love with that city. And I talk about that city all the time. I used to walk around that city every day. I went to every garden. I know everything. It's just I didn't need a map. I never got lost. I was just on every train. I just felt so alive and at home and like I had been there before. So yeah, that's why I'm working, Chino. I'm just working so I can go ahead and do what I got to do. Yes, I'm a recording artist. Yes, I sing. Yes, I write. Yes, I am the trademarked Queen of Shade. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to pay my bills. And I've had people try to interfere with that greatly, but they can't stop me. Delays don't mean denials. So that's what it is.
I'm gonna tell you the weirdest thing. When I was on Instagram and I had just got to 100,000, and then motherfuckers started reporting my posts, reporting my page, and I was just like, bro, like I don't get it. I don't understand. I've never been that bitch to wake up and hate on another bitch. I've never been that nigga.
Right.
I don't get it. I don't understand that in nobody, because when I see people, it motivates me. If I see somebody that got something that I want or in a place where I'm trying to go, it motivates me. So I'm looking at myself like, what can I do better? You know what I'm saying? I can do this or I can do this. I ain't never want to stunt nobody else's shine to make me shine brighter. They don't make sense.
Exactly. I said this on my podcast, and then I'm gonna let you go because I don't want you sitting outside all crazy. I don't want you out there. You look like you gotta go. Yeah, you look like you gotta go. So I'm gonna let you go. But I always say on my podcast, I am not going to be upset or envious or jealous of anybody's gifts or what they get from the divine. We are all in line. So if you get everything that you're supposed to get from the divine, that means your ass can step out of line and I can move up. That's my philosophy. So I'm always genuinely happy when I see people win. Somebody that's winning real big that comes to my mind right now is like T.S. Madison. I love to see her win, but I want her to get everything that she's supposed to get so that she can step out of line and I can move up in the line. You see? Yeah.
She's opening doors. Like
what? She's not opening doors. That bitch is going to the forest, cutting down trees and building doors.
Making the
yes, she's making
like
doors.
I am. When I say big ups to T.S. Madison, like she, like, babe, when I tell you, it's not a day that don't go by that I don't go to her page. It motivates me to see her doing what she's doing and to see her progressing and to see her making it and to see her kicking down doors, building buildings for other women like herself, even for the gay community. Just to come in and Yeah, it's so dope. It's a beautiful thing. Shout out to her.
Yes, yes.
I'm
I
really appreciative.
always talk about her. I always talk about her. You know, she's a Libra too.
I do. Like, it's just something about us Libras, right?
Yeah. Listen, we handle our business, handle a lot of hate, but we handle our business. But anyway, tell everybody where they can find you. Please mention Twitter, OnlyFans, IG, wherever you are.
All right, so I'm gonna start with the OnlyFans. You can www.onlyfans.com/Chino_Blac. You can find me on Instagram, Chino at the Chino the Dancer. You can find me on Twitter at Chino_Blac, and you can also Google me if you need to.
Yes, he said, Google me, ho. He said, Google me, ho. Y'all heard it. Google me, ho. So let me stop.
You can also Google me.
Thank you so much for talking to me today, and I hope that you have a safe flight to Chicago.
I appreciate you. And look, let me say this before we get off. Many blessings to you. I admire what you're doing. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Be you. You are beautiful. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody stunt your growth. And I am sending so much positive energy your way. I wish nothing but the best for you.
Thank you, Chino. You try to make me cry. Thank you. Genuine.
No, I want to build you up. And this is my opportunity to build you up.
Thank you. I want to build you up too. Get back to the bottom and in those scenes. So let me stop. Get back on camera and bottom on. We let it in. No, but thank you. I understand. I thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, darling. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody now. Say bye.
Bye, everybody.
All right.